I think pass that bill.
Mm. Feel like I lose brain cells when I listen to this stupid shit. Okay. I mean, if Tradeify had their stream set up the same way, but I don't trade Tradeify though. I mean, I don't necessarily trade Tradeify. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not bad or anything. Not bad. It's just that it's just too expensive in comparison to other products. I mean, they're not offering anything special. It's way more expensive.
So 3:34.
3:30.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I know I'm not gonna go to sleep after this stream. Like I don't know. I don't know at your age at what time you go to bed, but I do not after this stream. I'm good. I'll have a couple.
This gives us, I think this gives us something to work with here. Would love to see a test of the lows here, or these. I don't know if these are actually the pre-market. Yeah, would love to see a test down here. I think if we break through the lows, guys, nice little potential trade idea. Again, we're a long way away from
Oh,
break down
what?
below probably about
Oh, man.
2150. I think we could get down to 21,000. I would love to see that happen. And even if we miss a potential opportunity there, I think there's going to be
That's
some
fine.
action between 2140 and 21,000 to pop us up. We're sort of coming right out of some areas of consolidation if you pull the chart back a little bit here. So yeah, but as you said, we have PMI coming up in 10 minutes, and anything related to price, inflation, et cetera, is going to be, I don't care what your ticker, your newsfeed tells you, if it's low, medium, high importance. Anything related to price and inflation right now is high importance, because that's going to tie directly into the Fed's interest rate decisions, which, everyone has been a little more contentious, and there's still this battle brewing between the Fed and President Trump. Right, we're going to talk a lot about that as things move on. I don't think that they're going to tolerate not dropping the rates. And listen, I'm not gonna say that's smart. It's not whatever. Like we leave our opinions at home when it comes to trading because there's people with a lot more money, a lot more time, and a lot more brains than us that are making these decisions and influence these markets. We're just hoping to be along for the ride. But yeah, this is PMI has definitely been. Of course, we're now running right back in, kind of up into this zone. This seems like a market that's in indecision so far. Nick, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, exactly the same as you, honestly. And I'm gonna do this right now just to illustrate my point. Obviously, I would usually not do that, but if I open my 1 minute chart here, we already see it. It's an up and down. I've marked out the 15-minute range so far. We're 6 minutes in, and I'm just waiting
So
for that full 15 minutes to form. Miriam, how
currently
about you?
in the background,
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
waiting as
the
well. I
Tradeify
mean, like I
stream
said,
playing,
it's
and
really
this is their
tough
first
kind of
stream,
trading on smaller
and
time
I
frames. And
can
Nick, you can probably attest to this, but
already
when you're looking
see the
at,
difference
say, for example, if I
between the
go to a
streams.
1 minute chart, right? On a 1 minute chart, when you're looking at this
It
move
just
right
seems like
now,
one is trying
you're
to
getting
actually
you're getting
pander,
excited,
and
right? You're
this one
getting
is
real
actually,
excited, and you might enter a short
it
right
seems
down
like we're
here,
getting
right?
real
And then you're gonna get totally shaken
real
out of this,
information.
right,
This
at this
feels real over
pullback.
here.
Now I do have this
On the
level
other
sitting here
side,
at
it feels like,
21,114 area, which
yeah.
looks like we just bounced right at. But for me, I'm not super convinced right now. I'm just gonna be waiting on days like this where we have data, where we have some things going on in the market. I'm not, there's nothing pushing me to take a trade, and I think that's something, as someone who trades such a small time frame, you have to shake yourself out of these like big moves that happen and just be a little bit more like diligent. Go back to a 5 minute chart if you need to, right? Like for me, a 5 minute and 2 minute for me are the sweet spots. um so when I'm looking at a 5 minute chart, I'm like, well, we're pretty much, we haven't done anything, we're pretty much flat on the morning, right? We're literally sitting at the open. So when I'm looking at this, I really honestly, on days like this, I want to wait for the first 15 minutes. I'm not touching anything. Plus, we also got a giveaway in about less than 10 minutes,
We
so
do.
don't forget that, guys.
That's going to be exciting. Also, like for me personally, and I know Matt doesn't like to sit on his hands. I don't either, but I have a tool. I mean, a simple one. I'm old school now with this. The good old fidget spinner. Literally, it could be a ball, could be anything to fidget around with. Whenever you need to wait, and you need to wait, like, and you're afraid that you FOMO into any trades, like just do something that is something different than taking a trade. So that has really helped me, Miriam. I don't know, Matt, what do you usually do? Because, as I said, you're not sitting on your hands, as far as I know.
Well, I don't like the phrase "sitting on hands" because I believe that implies not having a plan and not following a plan. If you have a trading plan, a trading setup, a trading playbook, whatever you want to refer to it, that has a statistical edge, it has a statistical edge because you've tested it, back tested it, et cetera, et cetera. You're not just blindly following along with something. Then I can put my hands on my desk, right? I'm good. I don't need to sit on them because that's kind of weird. But no, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, no, I agree actually with a couple people in the chat. I'm not taking anything right here, but I am eyeing up a nice little breakdown. I think potentially a move below that 114 level, 114, 115. I think we could retest the lows of the day. I'm just trying to kind of figure out where I would want my potential entry to be.
Also, in the meantime, what I really would love to hear is from the chat. Like, guys, what are you doing when you have to wait? Because I'm guessing right now a lot of people are waiting, looking at the charts, hoping for a move finally breaking out. What are you doing to
Hey, yo,
overcome
what's
that
up,
period
Investor
of
Z?
just waiting? Let us know in
What's
the
up?
chat. We want to hear it. Somebody says snacking. That's a good idea. Click buttons, just waiting, shuffling a deck of cards. All right.
I literally
Bullet
had,
chess.
never mind. I'm
Bullet
not
chess.
gonna
Excellent.
talk about it.
That's a good idea. If the person
Oh
who's
yeah, we
doing
got
bullet
the
chess,
PMI
try
coming up.
what's it
We got
called?
PMI coming up.
Dang it, I lost it.
So
But it's a
I
form
could be
it's a
playing with
form of
fire in
chess
this
where you
gold
can
trade, but
move every single piece,
I'm
but you
gonna
can
stay.
only
I'm gonna
move
stick
it
with it.
like you can move every single piece,
I'm gonna
but
stick with
only
this
after
trade.
5 seconds. So if you move one piece, you have to wait 5 seconds until you can move it again. I think it's called Kung Fu chess. Would that be? But that's a great idea for you if you like chess. Matt, I see you're pulling up the Renko charts. What are you looking at?
Yeah,
right
I'm looking at I use Renko charts occasionally, guys. You're not familiar with them, highly encourage you. I would not encourage them as a primary chart type, but definitely a secondary chart type. Potential, gosh, this is gonna happen right at the data release, so I got to be careful there. but I think below. So I would, let's see. Yeah, 140 might be an area for a potential short. We just keep rejecting these higher levels here at 170, 180, etc.
Renko
I'm
charts.
not sure especially since the open, the price action doesn't show as much conviction as I like. So it would be a smaller position trade. Maybe somewhere in the
Slowly but
780
surely
pro range is
the bulls
my
are selling out of their
approach here.
positions
That's
slowly but
kind of what I'm
surely.
looking at
Um,
for a possibility. But I
it's
like
pretty
the entry
evident.
there
It's
'cause it
pretty
gives me about
evident
20 or so
that the
pips
market,
down to
at least for right now,
situation where I can target
doesn't want to get
some
past that
profit.
550 level. I mean, it's
So
pretty
that's
evident. We had
kind of
1, 2,
What I
3,
want to know what the
4
chat thinks. What does
rejections
the
from
chat
this
think?
high.
Like, do
Well,
you
actually,
guys,
1,
what do you think?
2,
Bear,
3, 4,
bulls?
5,
Who's going
6
to be in charge
rejections.
today? Where do you
So
have your money on today?
if we
Are we going to
get
end the
priced
day
a
green? Are we
slingshot
going to end
from
the
these
day
lows and
red?
take out
We're
these
going to throw up a
highs,
poll here in a bit.
man, we can
I want
probably
to
get to
see what you
22K,
guys
man.
think in the chat today.
You can
So
potentially
let
get to
us know. It looks like
22K.
the bulls are kind of coming in right now, but
It's gonna be
anything
interesting.
can happen.
That is gonna be interesting. Let's see, guys. Use the poll in the chat to let us know if you're bullish or bearish for today. Let's see. Right now we're at 58% bullish, 57% bullish. Let's see how that evolves.
Yeah, this move up here negates my potential short down at 140. I need to see a fresh setup down there. I also
Yo,
want to be
congratulations on
careful
that.
'cause
But
we're
yeah,
kind of
dude.
getting right into
Yeah, those lingering orders,
lower
man. For
end of this
whatever reason,
4-hour
those
zone.
things
I'm
get
again
filled,
here down
and for
about
whatever reason,
21,000.
they're
It's
always
gonna be.
big
I mean,
losers.
I'll
Like,
say
I don't
this, and
understand
the
why.
markets can make me look
It's like,
stupid, but
damn,
that's
let
part of
me
what
have a
building
lingering order
prognostication business is.
that turns
I
into a
kind
big
of feel
winner.
like I'm not sure we have the juice today to really get a strong punch down below this zone. I think if that was going to happen, it would have. Now, again, news can come out. The PMI flash could be
Yeah, that's
pretty
crazy,
ugly
man.
here. But right now, it just we're just kind of
The project's
chopping around a little bit since the New York Open. We haven't seen a whole lot of conviction. We see a big volume delta candle right at 9:30. The next two are sort of I'd call them bullish-ish. If we can make that word. But yeah, let's get through the PMI flash, and then maybe we can get make something
Yeah, but
make something
you
happen
know
here.
what? You know what, Matt? What's even more exciting than the
You know,
PMI
you
flash
said you
is
got through
we
all
giveaway?
of your
we
accounts
could
on
do another
TradingView and
giveaway. How
TradingView,
do
and
you
it did
like
not
that?
cancel. Wow.
I mean,
I think
Yeah.
we already have one set up for.
we could do it at the same time as PMI.
Yeah, I mean,
comes
that's
up.
scary, man, especially in an
It's
account
pretty
that
fake news anyway. So
you've been
let's
working
see.
on. That's
We could do
scary,
something
man.
like that. But the chat right now on
I mean,
the
I've already
poll
shared my
for
story.
bias is
I
saying
mean,
60%
Apex let me
bullish,
carry a position
40%
overnight,
bearish.
and it was a
All right.
losing position. I came back to my
61%
desk,
bullish.
and I was
Bulls
down
are starting
4K.
to
So
win this.
shit,
Um,
I had to get
Actually, you
that
know
shit back
what?
in blood,
Should
man.
we do the giveaway right now? Mariam, do you want to
I was
take it
down
over?
4K in that position.
Let's do
Lingering
it.
order.
Let's do it. I'm just waiting to hear what the
All
information
right, so we
is
got 2 minutes for this
for the
PMI
giveaway, 'cause
data.
we don't know.
And
We don't
honestly,
know
this is
yet.
The thing is, we
probably
have
the
so many
biggest
things to
news
give
that we
away
got
today.
this week.
You know what?
We have nothing else.
We
So
saved
I
the
guess the
best
market is
for
just
last.
going to have to decide
I
and
know you guys
figure
like
out
my name before.
what it's going to do.
So type Miriam
Smart.
once, not like don't spam it, okay? Just once in the chat and get entered to win a $150 account. Not $150. $150K, okay? $150K. That's a lot. That's our biggest
Straight to funded.
Straight to funded?
Straight to
funded account.
funded.
Man,
Just
I don't
once,
know about them
though.
straight to
Just
funded
once.
accounts, man. I
This
don't-
is a straight to
Come on, gold,
funded
baby. Come on, gold.
150K account.
Come on,
Alright?
let's see you fly.
Smart
Let's
that
see
you
you
now pulled out the
fly.
Mariam card. I like that.
Now I
They're
see
so
y'all
You
used
got to
to
break out
typing it
that
at
trend
this point.
channel.
They
You
already
got
have
10
it
seconds.
on
Either this is going to be a
control
boom
V, you know?
or a bust.
They
Boom or
already got the
bust here.
Mariam saved.
We're
You
gonna
got
Boom
it.
or bust.
We're gonna be picking this winner in a few minutes here, but only type it once. If you type it multiple times, you will be disqualified. We'll pick it
Damn,
in about
okay. All right,
3
gold. Shit.
minutes or so. We have the data
All
coming
right.
in now.
And
Let's
guys,
see.
after that, we have even more giveaways. Like we literally just got started. So make sure to stick around. Make sure to like Tradify TV, the stream right now. Make sure to subscribe in order to participate in the giveaway. And yeah, let's get back to the charts. Matt, your charts.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the flash, the PMI flash to come through. Since it just popped 25 seconds ago. I'm waiting for it to hit my news feed. Kind of much ado about nothing, at least in the early reaction. Right now, it's just a day driven by the algos, right? It's
very much.
Yeah. I mean,
also, just to be clear, because we talked a lot about the 50-minute opening range. Right now, I mean, obviously that range has formed now. The range is on Nasdaq between the 21,220 level on the upside to the downside, going to the 21,114s.
Oh, is it?
So if you want to mark that up on your charts, everybody, that really, really helps you to understand what's happening. But right now, as we had it in the last couple of days, I mean, it's a bit barcodey, right, Madam Miriam?
Yeah, we're not really doing much. Like, I mean, I have this trend line sitting here on ES and the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is really respecting this trend line. We have a lot of, we're very top wick heavy, which when I see that, I need more conviction from the bulls. Like, it doesn't give me a lot to say, I'm screaming long. And that's not to say because I am naturally a bear, right? And word on the street is my name is Bearonce. So, I'm very much taking that name to the listen, Matt, listen.
It's crazy. So I'm listening to the well, I mean, y'all guys can hear it too.
Okay.
Yo, it's crazy how people just love to be bears. I mean, being a bear is fun
Here at the
when it's
Midwest,
working,
if I want to
but
get
being a
next to
bear
Nick tonight,
sucks
I
when
say,
you're
"Hi,
getting
Nick,
this
hey."
chop.
Or, oh, let me squeeze past you there.
Guys,
So it's
speaking of the street, now that you're talking about street names,
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm talking
guys,
about, baby.
Chad,
Team
we
Bear, let's
aren't
go.
just here for
Even
the
though bears can
giveaways,
be
right?
definitely rainbow
Don't
at
be a hoe on
times.
the street for these. Just make sure to stick around for the rest too, because we do have
All right,
a lot of
didn't have
value.
Nick
All
saying
right,
that
so
line.
I was able to survive that. This is why I keep a big stop. I was able to survive that.
We have guests, and who knows, maybe
I was able to
today we
survive
have
that.
the man, the myth, the legend, Brett Simba himself coming on. But who knows? Maybe not. You should stick around to find out. But
I
Hey,
can't.
If you had the Swiss guy calling the viewers host today on your Tradeify bingo card, then congratulations, you definitely won something.
It's like trading the news. You never know.
All
what's
right,
gonna
guys, we have this giveaway. We're gonna be
This
announcing
is what
giveaway
happens
in
when the
about-
markets chop. We have to come up with something like this. We should, if this were like a good trending day, we'd all be in trades. We'd be making some money. No, the markets say "F you guys." We're gonna make you talk about some of the most mundane shit that you could think about, and while we wait for a move.
All right, man. Let's look and see if
I love it.
Nasdaq
All
got
right,
something
we're gonna be
going on.
announcing the winner of this giveaway in about less than a minute here.
That's why we chart
Maybe
geometry,
30
baby.
seconds, who knows?
Chart geometry. We got to pull back right back into this range right here.
to see who won that.
I like it when when I come to the
remember,
charts and see that price is
straight to
respecting
funded
prior
account.
structure.
Like,
That
if
is
you go to the Tradeify website right now and you look at the prices,
come on, Gold. Don't do
means
that.
a lot of value. All right.
Don't do that.
So let's see.
Don't do
let's
that.
see who won this, Miriam. You wanna go ahead and pick somebody?
Man. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I get to pick it.
Well,
need
it's not that you
I
get
need
to
a-
pick it. It's the
3023.
randomizer who gets to pick it.
All right, let's see. It looks like, all right, congrats to @swing. You won 150K straight to funded account. That is a $500 value. Please, please, please go to our YouTube channel. Change your email under YouTube Studio to the email that you have with Tradeify. That is very important. After the stream today, we will be sending out the code to your email, so make sure you check on that.
Okay.
We're just kind of chopping around here, so not much going on, but I want to say congrats to everyone who has won a giveaway today. Let's pop off in the chat. Congrats to everyone who won a giveaway today. I don't think we're done though.
No,
I don't
definitely
think we're
not.
done.
We have a bunch more. We have
We have a bunch more.
But
So,
not just
We have
that.
so much more, but we have our wow, we got so much going on, but we have Brett. We have Brett coming on in about 20 minutes. Also,
Is it-
can you
that's
guys
confirmed now?
I think it's confirmed. Yeah.
Okay.
It's confirmed.
Okay. All right. I just literally said we don't know, right? So we have Brett confirmed. He is gonna come on in 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's coming
Looking
on.
forward to that. That's gonna be nuts, guys. Can you actually already give it up for Brett right now? I mean, we're gonna do it again once he comes on, but put a Brett or a Simba in the chat. I want to see those. Let's hype it up because he's gonna come on for you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't ready.
Yeah. Well,
I think
I was kind of already long.
days and weeks on this show, all four of us will share our.
I was kind of already long the first
routines,
time before I kind of drew the
there's a
channel.
lot of people out there.
So I was hoping for I was hoping for a price to kind of break out of it with the news and use the top of the channel to kind of push higher.
Knowledge, I mean,
But
Nick can
now
correct
I'm
me on this, but Nick and Brett
trading
are not
the
actually
now I
related
went long at
brokers.
the bottom of the
That was-
channel.
That was floating
To get like a
around in the chat
retest of the
prior to
high.
show. but no, I guess, I mean, this, maybe go back 10, 12 generations or something. I mean, that hair doesn't happen by accident, but yeah, it did, I don't know if you've done any genealogy on that, Nick, and can confirm you two are not in fact related.
Well, maybe we are, and we don't know yet.
I think they made a movie about twins separated at birth there. It was,
Yo, what's up, Z?
it was an old Lindsay Lohan movie.
Oh no, that's not MFF.
Imagine. But guys,
I
I
think
mean,
it was one my
Shit.
sister had on
Okay.
repeat when I was a kid.
Damn. All right. Okay.
one thing we can agree on for sure, though, is
Shit.
it's pretty shitty
Yeah.
price action.
No, that's
Oh,
so.
God.
It's a great
God
time to start the
damn.
show, right?
Yo, what
So,
the yo? What
Here's the
the
thing, Nick.
yo?
This is something I've said to you guys privately.
Yo. Okay.
Once you get to a certain
Well.
point in trading, like I'm not negatively affected by my losers, right? I follow my trading setups and they're not always going to work. So I know I'm going to take losses. I'm going to have to manage losses. That's part of the game. It really doesn't affect me. Days like today just frustrate the shit out of me. Like I just want opportunities, right? And to be fair, like I need to check myself on this, right? Because I will sit here and yes, if I wasn't doing the show, I saw multiple people in the chat bring this up, and I want to applaud you. Kudos.
Bro,
If I
what
wasn't
the
doing
fuck?
the show, I would probably be walking my dog right now, or going, trying to get an early lunch or something, like just walking away from my screens, not for an hour, but for just 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 minutes, just getting away and reprocessing. So being able to talk to you two wonderful people certainly helps not talk myself into a trade, but it's very, very important, guys, to not talk yourself into trades. And remember, if a trade moves without you, better to wish you were in a trade than out of a trade. So
Speaking of
we'll just
moving,
kind of lead
Matt,
by example here and
Yo, somebody, dude, I literally heard
Matt,
somebody
keep
say that
talking,
shit
you're moving the
yesterday.
I'm going to
market.
keep shit talking the market.
I
You
literally
suck,
heard
and
somebody say that shit yesterday.
can't
I'd rather
possibly
be
get to 21.
someone said they'd rather be
even my cat woke up right now, so I think something is going on.
outside of a or whatever the hell he just said.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Hold on,
No,
what did
but
he
now
say?
is
Let me
the
actually
time
run that
where
back.
I start looking
here and go from there, but we are getting a little bit of a
I was just
Matt,
about to
keep
say,
talking. You're moving the market.
I'm going to keep shit talking the market. You suck,
There
NQ.
you
You can't possibly get to 21,300.
You damn right.
even
You
my
senior
cat woke
citizen,
up
you
right
damn
now,
right.
So I think something is going on.
Little vibration change in the earth.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. No, but now is actually the time where I start looking for setup. So what I want to see right now, if we go to my charts really quick, is a clean move outside of the 15-minute opening range. I would love to see the 15-minute, the current 15-minute candle close outside,
Okay.
which is still 7 minutes away from the close. And then I'm gonna start looking for any sort
What? Yeah.
of bullish setups, meaning consolidations, aka bull flags, and
Let me go back to the 5 minute. We still have some congestion, so I really want
Oh,
to
let me turn this
see.
down.
I
Let me
really
turn
want
this
to see a
down.
pullback. I'm not chasing this. Without me, that is absolutely fine. I'm not chasing this. So what I would like
Yeah, so
to see is
Tradify just started their stream today.
back into this.
They're not
pre-market
doing the
high.
same.
Ideally, actually, in this 21,220 area. I know we're kind of pushing 40 points above that, but
They're not
I'm
doing
not
it the
gonna be
same
chasing
way
this.
that
The next
Top
level that
Step
I would be
and
looking for,
MFF is doing it,
is
where they're
gonna
just
be
giving
in
out
this,
codes and stuff like that to viewers,
actually,
or at least
I think we just hit that level. That level is going to be at the 270 range, and then the next one's going to be the psychological level. We have some at 285, but psychologically, I'm going to look at the 300 level and see what we're doing there. But I just want to see us digest this move right now. I don't like to just like jump in when we're getting such a push. I do have book maps as well that I have to use when I'm looking at like market pulse and price action. And I was seeing a lot of buying pressure coming in on this candle here. But again, I just want to wait. I'm not like chasing this. I have no there's nothing enticing me to run this move right now. So I'm just gonna wait. And you can see right now we kind of made this push up. We might come back and retest this 15-minute orb, and we'll see what we do from here. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm looking at a couple of different things, and obviously we keep our trading views on for this show just for, but I have some Sierra running on another computer, kind of off. I got to come up with a different setup so I can see it a little easier. So I'm looking at basically, and I'm looking at the the big picture as well. So I think if we can find a setup, we've got room up to about 350. Now I got to see something. I got to see a potential entry. So let's see if I can get kind of the hitch and go here on the Renko charts. for a possible entry at 260, but I got to see a little bit of a retracement. I want to see
Oh
it get
shit.
below 240 and then make a run back up and break sort of.
That was so Tradeify started their stream. I was just kind of listening to it, but apparently nobody else wants to, so that's cool. It's not just my channel gain weight. It's everybody's channel. I only manage the channel. This is for everybody. Mm. Oh, that's interesting. That's not even that much. What's up, gain weight? Hey, so how you doing today, gain weight? So this trend channel is not going to. Hmm. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. Oh shit. God damn, gold. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? All right, so I guess we're just gonna have one of those days where gold just God dang, they sold. Dang, okay. So what I thought they were doing here, but obviously I was wrong, was that they were trying to come back into this range and at least come back up and test this area at 300. That's what I was looking for. Damn, dude. So I mean, the question is, are they going to bounce this thing at low of day? Hell no, they're not. Hell no, they're not about to bounce this shit at lower day. They're gonna break right through that shit. They're gonna break right through it. 179. They're gonna break right through it. Yep, they're gonna break right through it. But I will take this long though, if I can get into it before. Mm, Dude, what kind of question? Okay, never mind. I guys can't hear. Mm. There we go. 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 All right. I knew they was not gonna do that shit. I knew they was gonna run them stops at low. I was like, man, Gold, you're so predictable at times. I knew he was gonna run them lows. Oh, come on, gain weight. Come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that, gain weight. Don't be like that, man. Hold on, why am I in 20? Oh, okay. I was like, why am I in 22 contracts? That's a chat GBT question. All right, actually, you know what? I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing this. Bro, what the fuck, man? $395, huh? $395. If I think that price is gonna get to 395, probably what I should do is yeah, see if I can actually kind of get into this thing long on the Nasdaq. See if I can kind of get into this thing. Mm, mm. All right. Well, that's a good sign. I got my targets hit, baby. I got the targets hit, baby. That's what we talking about on gold, baby. That's what we're talking about. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. This is why we counter the trend. Damn it. Yeah, buddy. This is why we counter the trend, baby. Hit that target. Hit that target. Hit that target. There we go, baby. There we go. You see the stops coming up? That's how all my trades supposed to be. Got 3 micro contracts on. Beautiful trade on gold, baby. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade on gold. I knew they was gonna run this low. I knew they was gonna run that shit, man. I just knew it. I was looking at and that's what I love about gold, man, because it's like, yo, I don't have to wait for gold. I just gotta just identify areas of support and resistance and just take the chance on it. I really enjoyed it. I knew she was gonna run that low. I was like, there's no way that she's gonna stop at that low. Or what low at this one. There was no way. With all that momentum coming down, I knew that was going to take that low out. So I was like, let me just try at the bottom of this range. And if I see price bounce at the bottom of this range, I'm getting in. And it paid off. That's why I really enjoy trading gold. And it was a range that we marked out, I think, during Monday's stream, I think, when we was talking about gold in this range. So that's why I really I really do enjoy trading gold. All right, well, get more of my targets hit. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I think we're all out. I think we're all out. Actually, yep. All right. Cool. All right, cool. 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 That was exhilarating. And now we're back above that trend. So we're above that trend channel. Now here's going to be the test for the bulls right here. They're going to have to actually let me do this probably. All right, so I'm gonna keep it solid. I'm gonna save this as a template. All right. So we'll see if the Bulls can hold this, man. If they don't, if they don't hold this, it's gonna come back down into this channel if they don't hold this. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm getting this in. I'm getting this in. I'm not I don't really want to fight it no more. But I'm gonna get in the sim. I'm gonna put my entry right below where the stops are. Because if they fail to break out, which is highly likely, I mean, the angle at which this trend breakout is, it's a two-legged pullback into a previous area of support or of resistance. This is highly likely to fail. It's highly likely to fail. It's highly likely. It's highly likely to fail here. So I'm going to sell into these stops. I'm going to sell into these stops. I made $1,600 on this Top Step account. Made $1,600 on that push. Got all my money back from this push right here. So now I'm even in that account. We made $2,600 last night. What in the actual fuck? That's not even fair, man. That was a sell stop, man. What the hell? All right. I mean, honestly, I don't even remember. Hmm. Like, honestly, I think that type of
some
trading
retro
is
hot pattern, right?
is
Little
cheap.
hitch and go if we were to get up here above 305. However, I'm typically not taking
I think that kind of stuff is cheap. Mm. All right, so let's see if we can kind of get back into this channel. Mm. Hmm. I mean, if we can get it closed back into this channel, that's kind of it for the Bears or for the Bulls. That's kind of all she wrote if we get back into this channel right here. Man, that's all she wrote. That's gonna be hard for the Bears to recover from, or for the Bulls to recover from. It's gonna be tough. Mm. Oh yeah, two. Okay, two. Mm. I gotta remember to keep my mouth shut about gold. She always does that shit every time I say something about her. She always do that shit. Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, what's up, Alfred? I mean, so far so good, man. I'm I'm super green in gold right now. Honestly, I might start copy trading gold, man. Maybe one contract, copy trading it between a couple accounts. I might actually just start utilizing that with gold, man. It's kind of predictable in how it trades. Hmm. So if my funded futures is not going to do the free accounts the way that I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna listen to it if it's not gonna do it that way. 77. So apparently I'm in something right now. Oh. All right. So let's see if this trade works out then. And Investor Z, I just did the same thing that you did, man. I'll linger in order. I left a lingering order on this thing, and if I didn't look at my P&L screen, I wouldn't even known that this trade was even going on. All right, man. If this is how they're gonna have their shit set up, I'm not gonna kill brain cells listening to this shit. No, I do not want to hear Bull Barbie talk. I'm not saying that she's not knowledgeable, but it's every time she talks, she just comes off incompetent. And it's her way. She has the strategy. Everybody else's way to trade is obsolete compared to hers. I mean, like I said, the whole MFF stream is they need to get some better personality over there. Hmm. You know what? So here's my plan. If the Bulls fail here, I'm willing to sell into this and put my stop 1 point above this high. Because if this is a real double top, then price should not come above this high if I get entered into it. But I'll probably have a follow-up trade around this 300 mark. Okay. All right, so good thing I didn't get into it. All right. So 3 Yeah, I'm gonna keep it right there. Yeah, I'll give it to Tradeify's first stream. So far, like I said, I feel like they're doing it right. I get it, man. I get this is I mean, I get it's a room full of men. I get it, but and you want to have female talent on your stream to to keep male interest, but at least have the females competent about what the hell they're talking about instead of just trying to seek attention. Because we all saw the first couple of streams over at MFF, all the females were just showing titties. That's all they were showing. All they was doing was showing titties, and obviously, if something was said, because we don't see no more titties over there at that stream. So um, I think Tradeify is doing it because this female trader. She sounds competent, like she knows what, like she actually does this stuff. That's how it comes off, and that's what matters. Perception is everything, and it just seems, and right now it seems like they really picked a good female talent to maintain male attention instead of coming off as a know-it-all and I know better than you and it's my way or your strategy's wrong because it's not my strategy, type shit. Dang, Alfred, don't try to expose me. Shit. As soon as she said that she was a bear, she captured my heart. As soon as she said she was a bear, she captured my heart. She obviously she knows what she's talking about. She's a bear. But all jokes aside, she does sound confident, and I think that's kind of what I mean. If MFF want to kind of compete in this space without having to give away, accounts and resets, just have your female talent just competent, man. Don't have Bull Barbie attacking all your guests and saying, "Why are you doing it?" Like, just attacking the guests and just coming off as a bitch. I mean, perception is everything, man. Especially when you want to entertain, I guess. And you said her 6 accounts on a 6 minute. Mm. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can get tagged into this thing. I mean, if I see too much of a push, I'll kind of get out of it. If I see too much of a push above this range, then I'll get out of it. But I got that eye for that short setup. All right, so uh, I mean, I kind of talked about it. I mean, I guess I could take profits, but we don't commit blasphemy. Let's talk about that shit because on gold, we caught the top on gold last night. We literally ticked the top on gold last night. When I came back to the charts, I was like, yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Even though she was playing with my heart, making me feel like I was wrong, we literally took the top on gold last night. And we took only a small portion of this move. We caught this leg right here last night. And man, if I had like a super freaking runner last night, man, if I had a super runner last night, man. That's why you don't take profits until it hits your TP. Yo, congratulations on that, man. Oh, 6 million? Congratulations on that, Investor Z. Nah, dude, if you have to ask yourself, should you be done for the day, man? I think that's a good sign to be done for the day. That's a great sign to be done, man. If you got to ask yourself, should you be done? Ah, ah. So I was up what, 4 points, 4 or 5 points, 4 or 5 points. I mean, that can't be right. Like, oh, okay. I was like, dude, that is not right, dude. 298.6 plus minus 594.1. Yikes. I still would have missed it. It would have just missed me. All right, so if we get this double top right here, I'm definitely gonna have to move my stop down. If we get a double top, I mean technically it's a double top, but I need to see a strong red candle going down, closing underneath that 21 EMA, underneath this range, and then I'll move my stop down. Because technically price is still trending, but y'all already know that I like to get in when price gets to resistance and support, and I'll see what happened and I'll manage the trade from there. It just saves mental resources. That's why I do it. I don't want to wait for confirmation. By the time we get confirmation, 5 or 10 points is already passed, and I'd rather have that already banked in versus trying to catch 10 or 5 points when price comes down here. I just prefer to trade that way. It's just I prefer it, or I find it more easier to be that way. I know that kind of getting in before the market confirms is kind of scary, but I just prefer to trade that way. So we didn't get we got a close, but then they gapped right back above. So that's the rule. Once we get a nice red candle down, close underneath that 21, I'm going to move my stop down to about 98.6. So I'll move it down to about maybe 309. Yeah, right here. This is where I'll move it down to. 309. Once we get that confirmation. Oh. So Investor Z said that what slowed him down and started making better trades is that both his kids asked him that they wanted to learn how to trade, and they were making crazy trades and just looking at money, and he was correcting them. And then he noticed that he did the same thing. Yep. It's easier to see other people's demons instead of your own. As crazy as that is, man, it's easier to see other people's demons. And then he noticed he was doing the same thing. And if he's going to teach them the right way, he would have to practice what he preached. Yeah, kids, they learn by what they see, not what you are. They learn by what you do, not what you say. They definitely learn by what you do and not what you say. Actions are more powerful than words. Because what they'll pick up is they'll do what you do and say what you say. I mean, it's literally that simple. Literally that simple. They'll do what you do and say what you say. All right, so let me look at the Nasdaq real quick. Hmm. Well, if we so if we break this, if we break this low, mm, mm, mm. Oh shit. Ah shit. Ah damn. Mm, mm. All right, so that didn't work. Let's see what they do here at this. Mm, 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 mm. 3029. 3029. Okay. 3039. All right. This is how much I'll give this. That's how much I'll give it. All right. Mm. Well, mm, I mean, it could bounce at 80. Could bounce at 80, but then at the same time, because I mean, we got the breakout at 170. Mm, mm, All right. All right. You say you're long right now, Z? Yeah, what's up, Santiago? Yeah, that's absolutely right. Uh yeah. That's absolutely right. I feel that that conversation about generational wealth is definitely needed in our community. Hold on, give me a second. My daughter is being my daughter. Hold on. Mm. All right, man. I'm gonna leave my stop where it's at. I mean, if you push above that, then I mean, I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. Mm. Man, that would kind of suck. That would kind of suck, man. That would just suck, man. That would suck. That would suck. That would suck. Mm. That would suck, man. You know, the one thing that I'm listening to Tradify do is managing their chat. They're literally managing their chat and telling them stop the spamming stuff and shit inside the chat. Everybody else just let the chat do what they want. They're just like, yo, don't come in our chat spamming shit. Actually, let me see if because I was actually looking at what you was looking at last night, Santiago. Oh shit! Hey, so Tradeify is doing a sale right now. Actually, let's get a couple of Tradeify accounts, man. Why not, man? PTV. All right, let's get a couple of Tradeify accounts. I mean, shit. When you make them cheap, we buy them. And these prop firms are going to learn that if you don't make them cheap, you ain't gonna get no business. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about right there, baby. That's what we talking about. And this is why I really enjoy gold. I just knew that if it went past so where I limited in at, for whatever reason, I can't really see it on this chart, but uh this is where that break of structure happened. Where did it happen at? It's like 30. Hold on. For whatever reason, I can't see it on this chart. I don't know why. I don't see it on this chart. Where was it at? Anyway, there was like a break of structure or something like that yeah, so 303, what is it? I got it in like at 303.6 or something like that. Yeah, 303.6. So this is where that break of structure happened. Right there, 303.6. Right there is where it happened. Right there. Came back and they broke structure to the downside with that leg, and then they came back up. They kind of tested it. They took obviously a little bit above it, but I was like, man, if this shit don't work, well, hey. And that's what, and like I said, with gold, you don't have to have a big stop. You just don't. And I love that. I really do. Like I can really take advantage of that. Over the weekend, I'm gonna start seeing if I can put like heavy size on gold with a small stop. Or maybe I can come up with a strategy to where I can enter in my regular position size of like 16. And if I see confirmation, I can add to the position and move my stop down. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So I can really take advantage of how precise gold can be. If you're getting in at the right spot, you can really be precise. If you trade around structure, she's precise, man. And I really enjoy that. Actually, so yeah, so Tradeify is doing a sale. They're doing so 150Ks for $50, 100Ks for 40, and a advanced account is for 30 using code TTV. And it's a $99 activation fee, so round trip. It's about like $140 on 150K. $150. So that's basically, yeah, $150. I haven't gotten a payout from Tradeify. I had one account with them and then I blew that one. Don't know why. But shit, why not? Let's get a Tradeify account, man. Yeah, that is really a good deal, man. Yeah, Z, it does, man. Gold does sweep a lot, man. I mean, Gold sweeps a lot, but man, if you can kind of get her on the right when you're on the right side of her, man, it's yeah, she's definitely a stop digger for real. Now I ain't saying she a stop digger, but she ain't messing with no. Honestly, let me actually okay before I buy an account with them. Let me actually read their rules again, man. Let me read it. Let me read their payout rules because that's what's going to make you know what? Let me okay, before that, let me see if I can kind of see something. Let me see, man. Let me see. 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 Man, you just need like 10 tabs open, man. Looking at the same thing with all the. Let me see something real quick because I mean, I just saw something and I just kind of want to see if I saw this correctly because I definitely can take advantage of this. Yeah, definitely can take advantage of this. I can take advantage of that. All right, so I'm in this Nasdaq trade. Okay, cool. I'm in Nasdaq. All right, so I'm in this Nasdaq trade. We'll see what happens, man. I mean, hopefully it doesn't need to pop down here. See if we can get a. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at I'm gonna look at their payout rules. Let me see what their payout rules are. Payouts and withdrawals, because that's all that matters, man. I mean, we don't matter. We don't care how cheap it is, because we're not here to trade. I mean, we could be, but ultimately, we kind of want to get paid. All right. So the advanced and growth account payout policy. So traders perceive 90% of profits. Give me a second, guys. My daughter is being my daughter right now for whatever reason. Give me a second. Oh shit. Just like that, huh? Just like that, huh? And then I leave money on the table? God damn. Dang, I leave money like that on the table? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we up 3K, yo. Uh All right. So yeah, I'm in like 5 contracts with gold right now, and huh. Uh, ca- You said 51 contracts. I mean, that's only 5 mini contracts. I mean, it's expensive with commissions, but it's only 5 minis. I mean, I already told y'all guys, I'm comfortable trading heavy size. It's just that with the stream, just trying to make it more relatable. Trading a smaller size account, showcasing that you could make money without the big size. But I mean, y'all guys see me. Well, I guess if you was with me earlier, I'll be in 5 minis already. So it's not necessarily it's not anyway. Let's look at this. So trailing, so you need a minimum account balance. So for if you get 150K, dang, you need at least $4,600 in your account. Oh yeah, so yeah, $4,600 in your account for the buffer, and they have a payout window, payout tier. So the first payout, you can only take out $2,500. It says each subsequent payment after the 6 can be any amount up to $25,000 per account. If you have an advanced sim account, balance reaches minimum balance. To request a payout, you got to request up to $1,500 in payouts. Details. Is that a good deal? I mean, you're capped. I mean, obviously the prop firm is protecting itself. I mean, you have to earn. Is that a good deal? So you need to make at least 10K to get a payout. So for your first payout, you need to make $4,600. 46 plus 2 plus 2,500. So you need to make $7,100 to get your first payout. That's what we talking about, baby. We up 5K today, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me take some of this. Let me take that off. I'll take that off. And take some of these. This shit pop back up. That's a value area. I ain't gonna make that mistake like I did yesterday. They straight up popped up at that value area and hurt my feelings, yo. I'm not gonna make that same mistake. Let me actually take off more of this. All right, I'll leave 3 to run. Yo, that shit hurt my feelings yesterday. Pop right at that value area, and so when it like so this is when I'm starting to really understand with gold. I know it's scary because gold is, I mean, she don't fucking care, man. She don't care. She like juke on power. Like she don't care. She is ruthless, man. And so I know it's scary, but with all the back testing that I was doing last week and everything that I was doing this week, one thing is definitely for certain with gold, no matter what it's doing. And I believe it's this way because it's a low liquidity item. Now let's actually look at that before. It's low liquidity. I mean, right now, it's only trading. So with gold minis, only 180,000 contracts are being traded. With micro gold, only 67,000 contracts are being traded right now compared to ES, Nasdaq. This is low liquidity. So because there's not that much liquidity in this instrument, that's my assumption is the reason why we don't see these price really runs past structure. And so if you're a technical analyst, this is almost easy money. It's almost too good to be freaking true. And the reason why I added to this position is because right here, I mean, if you really look at the structure, I mean, this is what I was looking at. I was like, well, if they pull back here, this is highly likely where they'll short it because this is where they broke structure. They came back, they retested it, and either it was going to go higher and I was going to be wrong, or I was going to get this move because I'm selling into stops. And with gold, once you have positions like that, 2 points, 1 point above that entry level, I mean, it's like I said, it's like almost free money almost. So gold is kind of easy to trade. Now, obviously, I make mistakes on gold. I mean, I fight the trend sometimes, but I'm fighting the trend at support and resistance. I'm not randomly just getting in. Now, if it shoots past support and resistance, obviously that's going to hurt my feelings. But for the most part, 9 times, 8 times out of 10, price is going to stop at structure. It's going to stop there. I may not get my targets hit, but y'all guys have seen that it stops at structure before it reverses or it keeps going. I mean, it's going to stop. All right. So the one time where, and this is why I don't take profits before price hits my TP. This is why I don't. That's why I committed blasphemy and now I'm paying for my sins. I'm paying for my sins right now. I can be up like 6K right now. I'm paying for my sins from taking profits before price hits my TP. But I made that mistake yesterday and I should super bounced at the value area low right here. And yeah. And I had a winning trade turn into a loser. So I wanted to take the bulk of it off at this value area low, but obviously it broke through it. So when I said sometimes, man. All right. So, all right, cool. Great gold trade, great Nasdaq trade. We had really 2 great trades. Great Nasdaq trade. I mean, shit. Gold almost hurt my feelings with that almost stop out right there. That would have, dude, this would have hurt my feelings. This would have hurt my feelings. And now it looks like price is trying to come back into this channel. Looks like it's trying to come back into that channel now. All right, I'm gonna go into the sim. I'm gonna make sure that all my orders are canceled. We made a lot of money today. All right, so all orders are canceled. We'll just head over to the sim. We got 30 minutes left in the stream. We got 30 minutes left. All right, so let's see if price wants to come back here and okay. So I mean sometimes I guess it really depends on what's going on because that's a really big leg, man. That's a really big leg down. I mean, we may get a big pop back up. We may get a big pop back up because that's a super leg down on gold. All right, so damn, that was a good trade on the Nasdaq, man. We literally caught the bottom on Nasdaq, and all I did was just pay attention to the range. So I kind of want to say this, and moving forward, I'm going to have to trust the charts and not my heart with this one. I was going to actually put my order here at like 90. But then I thought to myself, it was like, you know what? They're going to want to come back and retest this range. They're going to want to come back and retest this because you got this range. Oh, crap. You got this range right here. And then you got this breakout that broke structure. So usually when I see that, and this is what I was talking about last night, waiting for that pullback is probably the easiest money that you'll make. The easiest money. And as I was as I back test over the weekend, that just shows itself time and time and time and time again. It actually did it last night. We had a big breakdown, or actually, no, because this leg is a part of this leg. We had this big move down. And if you just waited for that pullback, if you waited for that pullback after that break of structure, it tapped perfectly into this range, perfectly into it. And look how big and easy that move was. Now, obviously, impulsively, I mean, how could you not chase this leg? But if you just waited for that pullback, that follow up trade is usually the money trade right there. And then they did it again, that money trade. And then once they broke structure back up, that pullback trade right there, money trade, pullback, money. Now, if we can get price to come to break out above this high, we could potentially see a double top. But they're gonna definitely have to get above these highs, because right now what I'm looking at, all I see right now is a drop, a base. So I mean, obviously, I'm probably expecting another drop to happen here. But if we base and pop back up, I'm going to be prepared for that too. And I think moving forward, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to practice a lot more patience. I'm going to have to practice a lot more patience. I'm going to have to watch the charts. I have to accept that I'm going to miss the initial leg, and then I'm going to have to wait for the pullback in order to make the money that I'm looking for. Because I think if you think about it psychologically, I mean, if you got the market struggling the first leg and then they're basing because, that's distribution, that second leg is probably stops. I mean, honestly, yeah, honestly, if you think about it, that's exactly what it is. When you get a drop and you're getting consolidation, there's liquidity on both sides of that range. And so obviously that second leg, that pullback going down is going to be easier because you have stops resting all in a concentrated area. You have stops concentrated in one area. So that second leg down is going to be easier. It's going to be easier because you're just running stops. That's all you're doing. All right, so we did get a pop on gold. I was like, dude, I know they was going to pop it on gold eventually. All right, so let's see. I'm in the sim on this trade, so I'm not thinking about my entries or anything. I'm just kind of getting in. So I just want to make that very clear. I'm in the sim on this trade. I want to see what happens at a retest of this breaker structure right here. I want to see what happens. So be mindful of that. They're going to get tired of that shit. I will say that Tradify stream is pretty cool. I'm not going to say it's not, man. It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Mm. All right. So gold is showing me that these retest trades, they're not consistent. Honestly, I haven't seen one work yet. So that's going to actually be a new rule, a solidified rule when I trade gold. I'm not going to trade the retest anymore. I'm not going to trade the retest of a breaker structure anymore because for whatever reason, this right here continues to happen. They always come back at the breaker structure and then they run the stops. They always do that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to trade there anymore. Again, I'm in the sim. I'm just taking trades. That's all I'm doing right now. Taking trades, seeing what happens. Oh shit, that's not where I wanted to be at. 3. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, should I? I mean, should I though? Should I though? All right. All right. So I do expect another leg lower. I mean, we're getting a drop, a base. We got to expect a drop. So I do expect another drop though. Drop, base, drops. And it's just gonna be these payouts. That's gonna be. I gotta make $7,100 before I can take a payout. Is there a consistency rule? Is there like a time that I have to trade? All right, so there's a payout window. Payouts can be requested at any time once payout conditions have been met. Once your payout status is changed to approve, your funds are immediately withdrawn from your account. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Well, I'll get uh so I have until the end of this week, right, to get a Tradeify account. Hmm. 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 All right, I'll just buy one. I'll buy one right for right now. I may get two more over the weekend. I may get two more over the weekend. And I'll probably, so with these accounts, with these Tradeify accounts, uh I'll probably trade the Nasdaq with these accounts. I'll have these Tradeify accounts designated for the Nasdaq. So I think that's probably a good. I think that's good. I think that's good. That's what I'll do. Oh, hold on. The advanced accounts. Hold on. What is that? Oh, never mind. Hold on. Is it? Is hold on. What accounts are they giving away? They're giving away advanced accounts for. They're giving away advanced accounts. If they're giving away advanced accounts, then I'm not doing that. Because the advanced, that's basically Apex. And I already got a couple Apex accounts for cheap. All right, so oh, you talking about for MFF? Actually, no, I don't want no SEMTA funded. I don't want no SEMTA funded account. I don't want no SEMTA funded account. If this was a growth account, okay, so a launch special on advanced accounts, nah, that's too expensive. That's too expensive. For intraday trailing drawdown, y'all guys know that I blow those damn things up. Y'all know I don't take my damn profits. So that would just be me wasting money. I thought the advanced account was the one where they had the end of day trailing drawdown and not the yeah, I thought they was giving the growth accounts away for free for $50. And I mean on top, yeah, I can't, yeah. Shit, shit. I mean, this is the whole reason why I'm doing this shit. I'm trying to like shit, I'm not going to Tradeify or any or not Tradeify. Apex is just a Apex is just a practice. Yeah, nah. That's just for practice, man. So I can get over, so I can start taking advantage of take profit trader. Yeah, nah, I don't want that. That's too expensive. That's too expensive. I mean, Tradeify is more expensive than Top Step. This is more expensive. I mean, you're paying $200 for the 150K, and then there's a $197 activation fee on top of that. Yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, there's a 100 or never mind. I apologize. I take that back. There is no activation fee. I apologize. I was wrong about that. It was a $197 reset fee, which I guess is not, well, it's basically the price of the damn eval, basically, with the discount. Yeah, that's too expensive for me. Yeah, that's too expensive, man. Okay. All right, so Tradeify just said that my funded futures, I guess their parent company, their forex side, apparently they won that lawsuit. Apparently they won that lawsuit. My funded futures won the lawsuit, even though they were caught doing exactly what they were being accused of. I wonder who they paid off. My funded or my forex funds or something like that. My forex funds. Yeah, apparently according to Tradeify, they won. Yeah, they won the case. Huh. They won. You know, honestly, Alfred, uh, mm, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it. I really am. I'm thinking about it. My fund or my forex fund literally shook up the prop firm space. We had a good thing going with Alice or whatever that payout feature was, and my forex funds caused the whole industry it caused the whole industry to have to rethink how they pay out traders. They were the reason why everything got shaken up. But Rise is I think Rise is a good alternative. I mean, with those instant payouts. So okay. You know what, Alfred, man, like mm, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. That's gonna be hard. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. It's tough, man. That's tough, man. I had to start taking profits. That's tough. Okay. Well, we all know that now if we get a break above these highs, well, we got liquidity built up above these highs. So uh uh a good a good way to trade this right now is if we do see the bulls hold this, because technically we do have a trend line coming up right there. We do have a trend line right there, guys. I kind of want to make that clear. We got two higher lows, flat top. That's usually a sign that we're about to see a breakout. Usually. The best way to short this is, I mean, on the Nasdaq. Gold and Nasdaq are two different instruments. Two different instruments. I wouldn't take the kind of trades I take on gold with Nasdaq. But you would have to, I mean, even if we got a break right here, even if we got a break with this range right here, with that range right there, with this range right here, the bears ain't gonna get far. I mean, even if we do see a break, they're gonna have to break down. Uh, we'll probably see something like this, and the bears are gonna have to hold that, and then we can see that drop from that drop base drop. We could potentially see that. It's looking like the bears are going to accomplish that from these highs. It looks like it. But all right, let's actually look at this. Let's see what happens, because we got the break. We got the break right there, that trend line. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's see. If the bears can hold this, I still wouldn't even trust it. I still wouldn't trust that. But we do have the bottom of this trend line. If we see a close above this trend line, then that's all she wrote. All the bears that are trapped underneath this trend line, they're gonna have to sell out of their positions, and you can kind of already see them doing so. So we'll see. But if we do get a stop run above these highs, we all know that you don't have to chase that impulsive leg. You can literally buy that pullback, which is going to go further. And that's what back testing, that's why back testing is so important, because the great thing about hindsight, it is 2020. And when you see things that's already played out, and we all know that the market does the same shit over and over again, you can kind of understand what you can kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? You can kind of know what to expect if the market is going to do the same thing when it presents certain patterns. So that would be my strategy for the Nasdaq. If we can get that drop on gold, well, nah. Okay. All right, so that didn't work. I think I probably get stopped out of this trade, but remember, I'm in the sim. I didn't necessarily think about any of these entries. I'm just testing them out. Mm. Mm. Maybe I may have spoken too soon. The one thing that I don't like about this trade is that we're kind of still trending, but okay. I'm not going to babysit this trade. And it's something else that I noticed before we get off stream is that when you kind of, you have to kind of pay attention to how long, like the bears are trying to short this thing, and we're not getting that immediate rejection from this area. We're getting bulls aggressively trying to buy this thing as the bears aggressively try to sell this thing. And if I don't see any follow through from the bears, then I'm not going to trust it. Now, I would never recommend shorting on a trend line on the Nasdaq, because we all know that the Nasdaq is a bull's market. I wouldn't take this for a short, but I do understand that there's going to be bears that are going to try, especially the way that it's sloped up, especially at the angle that this trend line is sloped. I mean, I don't know. We can easily see the bulls push back up into this candle or back above this support trend line. We can easily see that. But all right, guys, that's it for me. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely look for more ways to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.